Hello YouTube, this is Michael, and it is time for another quick review video, but we are going to add in some bonus material at the end of the reviews, because there's only 2 tickets to review, and they're both crosswords. So, Lottery finally introduced its new $3 crossword. So, for those of you in Colorado and you've been playing the crossword multiplier, just know it's on its way out. It's being replaced by this Lucky Sevens crossword. It has a bonus box where if you get a prize amount, you win that amount instantly. And 2 words will have a 7, an actual number 7, replacing one of the letters. You know what that is going to do at this point. It's a free letter, and if you get that entire word, you win 4 times the prize. A couple of prize changes to inform you of. 6 words on this version pays $9 instead of $8, and 13 words pays $500 instead of $400. Alright. Listed odds are 1 in 3.56. Expected odds are 1 in 3.85, a little on the higher side. Your expected pack payback is $141, and I did go ahead and compare that to the last crossword, the crossword multiplier. So that's a $39 increase, believe it or not. Crossword multiplier, the expected pack payback was only $102. And we'll get into why here in a moment. That renders the expected payback percentage at 47%. This is, I think, meant to be a shorter run $3 crossword game. There's only 5 top prizes. There's also only 5 second prizes. I want you to take a good look, though, at the odds of winning 48 through $100. If you've been hitting some mid-level amounts on the crossword multiplier, like I have, yeah, you're going to play hell trying to do it on Lucky Sevens. The odds of winning 48 are 1 in 2,069. That's pretty bad. To give you an idea of what it was on crossword multiplier, 1 in 546. Your odds of winning $50, 1 in 10,000. That is insane. Compared to 1 in 598. Now, this Lucky Sevens crossword does have a $72 prize level that was not present on crossword multiplier, so there's no comparison on that one. But to win $100 is 1 in 12,000 odds versus 1 in 1,166. Moral of the story, you're not going to get winners higher than 36 very often, if at all, on this game. The good news is there is now a guaranteed $36 win per pack. 24, 18, and 16 are still 1 in every 2 pack outliers. They did improve the odds to win 12, 9, and 6, respectively. $12 winner is 1 in 67, or 3 out of every 2 packs. And then 9 and 6, you should find 2 winners per pack. Okay. Originality. I give it the barest minimum I could, half a point. Simply because we've never had a number be a free space for a card. For a crossword card. Payback, 47% is, in my view, kind of skunky for a $3 ticket, but we've had worse. We have quite a few of them out right now that are actually worse. So I do go ahead and give it a 1 out of 5 for payback. The graphics, I think they could have made the 7 look better. It actually might look a little like a letter if you're not paying close attention. So I do dock it a half a point for that reason. It's 4.5 out of 5. And playability also, like I said, because it can lead to some confusion. I docked a half point there as well, 4.5 out of 5. And then the volatility. I mean, you got volatility here in these 3, 1 in every 2 pack outliers, and then from 48 on up. There's, when you cut out the ability to hit those mid-level prizes, that really just hurts. So, total score is 13 out of 40. Yes, I'll be playing it. I love my crosswords. And I have to admit, I think this is better than the crossword multiplier in a few aspects, but be honest with you, they could do better. Alright, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the other crossword because it's basically just another rehash of the $20 crossword. Same name, same price point, same pretty much everything straight down the board. There are only 3 $500,000 top prizes. The one thing I will say is it's got a lot of low claimers, $1,750. There's 320 of each. So there's hope out there. If you want to try and win a claimer, this is the game to do it. Okay. There's also a lot of higher secondary prizes. 100 between 100 and 500. You got 100, 150, 250, 300, 400, and 500. As usual, my one complaint is the highest prize you can get guaranteed in a pack is $40. I wish they would put it where you could get at least a guaranteed 50, but they don't. That said, the odds of hitting an outlier or 2 in a pack are pretty good. You just never know which one you're going to get, and as a result, I can't count that in the pack performance calculation. And you can see up here on top, your listed odds are 1 in 3.04. Your expected odds are 1 in 4.29. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of outliers. And your expected pack payback is just $230. So yeah, we're not even bothering with a payback score on this one. And because this is literally about the 8th rehash of the $20 crossword, there's no originality. Graphics are 5. Playability, simply because of the sheer size of the crossword, is 4 out of 5. And volatility, well, you can see how all over the place it is, starting with the $40 level and realistically going to a lot of the upper levels. So 0 for volatility, total score of 9. Obviously, if you're a crossword fan and or you want to have a good shot at a claimer, this is a game for you. Otherwise, feel free to pass it by. Now for the bonus content, or as I like to call it, the main event. So this particular video is going to show up in my greatest picks as well as new release reviews, because it's time to look at some of the best remaining games out there. Sorry for the ugly view while I was trying to get this piece of paper unfolded correctly. I should have just paused the video and I didn't. So first off, I'm going to talk about some new games that are coming down the pipe. Okay, so in the next month or so, I expect some or all of the following tickets to be released. There should be a new we're still waiting on the new $10 Jumbo Bucks crossword. That may come out sooner than next month. I kind of doubt it, but not out of the question. But we will also have a new $5 crossword. I know nothing about it other than it looks to have a second prize of $20,000, which suggests to me that it might have a 4 times multiplier in play. We're going to get a new $5 and $10 Uno. I can tell that by the prize amounts. And I have no idea what this 1 million Extreme C is. I don't know if it's a crossword or what it's going to be. I doubt it's going to be a crossword, but I don't know. So we know those four are likely to show up next month. Also, we're looking at probably that $10 Jumbo Bucks crossword to show up. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to mention about the $20 crossword that I just finished reviewing. And those of you who are Colorado players and you're fans of the code letters, you can rejoice. The code letters, despite having a game number of higher than 400, the code letters will be on the $20 crossword ticket. Thank God. Because when it comes to the extended play tickets, in particular, the crosswords, the bingos, etc., we need those code letters. We truly do. Okay, so as we go down this list, I have several symbols, and I'm going to talk about the games that have these symbols. 406, Fiery Fives. That's a game that I haven't seen hide or tail of. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, if it's going to even come out at all. Orange Cash with the X has been reordered, which means you'll see another round of it come out. Same game number. Basically, they just put in another batch. They just put out another order for another batch. Okay, the stars. This means that there's still a good number of high prizes remaining, set for life. Both top prizes are unclaimed. There's still 8 second prizes of 50,000. And now I have to flip the sheet. Okay, Rocky Mountain Cube Bingo. 6 top prizes of 140,000 still remain. 3 $70,000 prizes remain. Decade of Dollars, the $10 level. Both top prizes of, I believe that's 5,000 a month for 10 years. Both top prizes are still in play, as well as 4 $50,000 second prizes. The Decade of Dollars $1 level, 2 of the 3 $500 a month for 10 years top prizes are still in play, along with 94 second prizes of $500. Okay, the game with the cross by it, cross symbol, that is, it says 20,000 Frenzy Holiday. That is the previous year's version, not the version that came out Christmas 2025. We're talking about the version that came out the previous year. That game is now in closing. There are still 12 top prizes of 20 grand and 15 prizes of 5,000 still left to be claimed. If you can find that game still, and it'll either have a predominantly red background if it's the holiday version, or predominantly blue background if it's the non-holiday, but they both have the same game number. It's game number 346. The modern version, which is still out, the holiday version is kind of gold, predominantly golden color, and the non-holiday version is predominantly green. And that game number is 397. So you're looking for game number 346. Kapow Bingo, which is still very much in circulation. 5 top prizes of 40 grand remain, along with 6 $4,000 second prizes. Another game that's on its way out that has, in my view, a high number of top prizes unclaimed, is Bingo Tripler, or you may also find it under Bingo Red Hot Tripler. There are 3 top prizes of 140,000 remaining. So be on the lookout for that as well. And then finally, 2 more games that I have not seen, have never seen. They apparently are lost in the R&D room somewhere. A $2 game called Feeling Lucky and a $1 game called Corner Payout. Apparently those games have never made it to stores. I don't know if they've even made it off the production floor. They're still listed on the All Games report, but I've never seen any of them. So, but that should give you an idea of what games are out there to shoot for. There's a lot of games going by the wayside here in the next few months. Here in the next couple weeks, I'll have a report on what games are going out in the next 90 days, so you kind of have an idea. Okay? We're so close to 400 subs. I'm saying I think at last count I was at 396. So, you know, if you enjoy the content, you enjoy what you hear, what you see, if you're not already subscribed, please take a moment and do so. It lets me know that there's a place for me in YouTube land. And I've got a celebration plan here when we hit 400 subs. So, if you are already subscribed, leave a like. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And furthermore, share this channel. Tell your friends. Tell your acquaintances who you know play lottery. You know, there's enough room here for all of us. So, thanks for watching, and we will see you folks next time.